Wow, 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 wow. It's doable, I say, right before I already know what I'm about to do to myself. God help me. No, that's a horrible attitude, Sydney. You got this. You can do this. I'm in trouble. Hello, my bookworms. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney, and welcome back to another round of Spin the Bottle TBR for August. So hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. If this is the first video of Spin the Bottle TBR that you are landing upon, I will leave the link to the playlist of all the previous installments of this game. The one for January of 2021 will outline the board, what spaces mean, and what some general rules are. But if you've been here before, then let's just get right on into it. So first, let's go over how last month went. If you remember, we had 9 books. 9 books. All of these. And do you think that I read them all? I did. I did read them all. Oh my gosh. So I did, or I will have read them all. I only have like 2 more hours of the audiobook of Ace of Spades left, which I will finish today, actually. This book is real good. I did read Jane Eyre. I did read Shadow of the Wind. I did read Fever Dream. I did read Tweet Cute, as well as Sleeping Giants Heartstopper Volume 4 and The Steel Prince. I do still have to read The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. But that is the book club pick for my Patreon book club, so obviously I'm gonna read that. It has to happen. So that means that we get a reward instead of a punishment. I genuinely thought that we were gonna have a punishment for August. I didn't think that I was going to read all of these. Plus, I read a whole nother, like 400-page book on top of these. What's up? Who is she? I don't know. You're probably wondering, but Sydney, did you read Priory of the Orange Tree? The answer's no. But I'm going to try to get it on the TBR for this month. I'm going to try my best. However, there is another chunker that I have to read this month. So we will chat about it when we get there, but August is going to be messy, to say the least. My life is messy. I don't know why I think any month is going to be different. But okay, so let's draw a reward, shall we? So the black ones are the punishments. So we have all of these rewards in here. They are things that can alter the way that the game is played today. So I'm anxious. Let's see what we get. I want to go for one like at the bottom. I could do that. So this is a 5-star prediction. Obviously I have trouble writing, but that's a scribble. It says 5-star prediction. So with the punishment, this is a reward. How I created the rules are, if I drew a prompt out of the reward jar, mug, if you will, if I land on a prompt later on in the game that I don't really want to do, I can swap it for this. But only one time. It's like one get out of jail free card. You know what I mean? It doesn't help me with the tallies though. I was really, really hoping that I got like all tallies go to 0, which is one of the rewards in here. But it's okay. This is fine. I mean, I'll take what I can get, right? So we have a 5-star prediction swap out that we can use sometime today. And I guess that's it. Okay. So the first spin, as normal, is going to be my Patreon only spin. So every space on the board is going to have a cardboard color prompt on it, which have all been uploaded and suggested to me from my little worms, my Patreon family. And then yeah, after that we will mix and mingle all of the prompts and play the game. But I hope that this game is gonna go great. So let's get on into the Patreon spin. Our first spin, we landed on read a book with chapter titles. So it has to be a book that has titles. Oh my God, why do I feel the need to explain everything? Like words, it's not just a number. Cool, nailed it. The book that I'm choosing though is a chunker and it is Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Dansforth. She's big, she's thick, and I'm also so excited to read it. This is actually the buddy read pick this coming month in August for my Patreon book club called the Nightcrawler Book Club. And I'm really hoping that I can get the actual like official book club pick somewhere within these choices as well. So we will try our best. But for this first spin, I am choosing Plain Bad Heroines, which sounds so good. I know this was an option for last year's Goodreads Choice Awards, I think for horror, but I think that I remember people saying it's not very scary, but we're gonna see. So, and this was actually gifted to me by one of my patrons, Kat, so thank you so much if you're watching this. And she actually said maybe it could possibly be a pick for the book club, question mark. You got it. That's so cute, I love that. And the inside flap of this one says, our story begins in 1902 at the Brooke Hance School for Girls. Flo and Clara, two impressionable students, are obsessed with each other and a daring young writer named Mary McLean, the author of a scandalous best-selling memoir. To show their devotion to Mary, the girls establish their own private club and call it the Plain Bad Heroines Society. They meet in secret in a nearby apple orchard, the setting of their wildest happiness and ultimately of their macabre deaths. This is where their bodies are later discovered with a copy of Mary's book splayed beside them, the victims of a swarm of stinging, angry yellow jackets. Less than 5 years later, the Brooke Hance School for Girls closes its doors forever, but not before 3 more people mysteriously die on the property, each in a most troubling way. Over a century later, the now abandoned and crumbling Brooke Hance is back in the news when wonderkind writer Merritt Emmons publishes a breakout book celebrating the queer feminist history surrounding the haunted and cursed Gilded Age institution. Her best-selling book inspires a controversial horror film adaptation, but as Brooke Hance opens its gates once again, and our 3 modern heroines arrive on set to begin filming, past and present become grimly entangled, or perhaps just grimly exploited, and soon it's impossible to tell where the curse leaves off and Hollywood begins. That sounds really good. So obviously we have some queer rep in here, which I love to see, and it has some like weird, disturbing, creepy things, which is also right up my alley. I am so excited. I'm so excited, especially to talk about it with my little family over on my Patreon account. So that link is down in the description if you want to check it out and join the book club, but this is on there. All right, so let's mix all the prompts together and then we will go for spin number 2. Spin number 2, we landed on red, which is fine, and we got read a nonfiction. Awesome. And I just recently hauled a new nonfiction book in my last book haul, so I'm still like, you know, very excited that I have this new one. So I'm gonna pick that one. And that is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. It is a memoir. It's basically about bad dates, good friends, and above all else, realizing that you are enough. Wildly funny, occasionally heartbreaking, it's about growing up, growing older, and learning to navigate friends, jobs, loss, and romance along the way. This sounds like exactly what I need right now. I've been emotional the past month, I don't know. And a lot of things are like changing in my personal life, like I'm looking for a different job, getting closer with a lot of like real life friends. So like this sounds like it could really be something that I will enjoy and want to read a lot. So I'm gonna pick this one. And that was a quick choice. I pretty much knew right away what I was gonna read. So, Everything I Know About Love. But let's go on for spin number 3. Okay, so first of all, it was pink. I landed on pink, and that's a +1. So we have to add another spin at the end of the game, which is fine. That just means that it's 7 books instead of 6. It's doable. It's fine. It's doable, I say, right before I already know what I'm about to do to myself. So what I'm about to do is use my 5-star prediction tag. Ticket? Card? I don't know. Because the prompt I got was pick off of Caleb's shelf. And I'm not dissing Caleb, but I feel like I've been reading a few of his favorite books recently. I don't know. And there are quite a few that I do want to / need to read this month. So I'm going to swap that prompt out for this 5-star prediction prompt. And I'm looking at the book that I'm about to pick. God help me. It's the only one that I can like legally pick because it's the last book left on my 5-star prediction video that I did like last year. Plus I was supposed to read it last month, but I didn't. Okay. Now it's on like the official TBR. Oh my god, I'm so anxious. It is Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Wow, this is a heavy book. And I already have plain Bad Heroines. This could go very wrong. I only have myself to blame. Okay, so Priory of the Orange Tree. We know it, we love it, we've been here before. This is an epic fantasy with dragons, bunch of political intrigue, friendships, rivalry, war, I think, and queer representation. So here it is. It's like 800 pages. Yep, it's like 800 pages. Okay. Everyone's like, why do you do this to yourself? Because I like pain. That's why. Oh my god, that was only 3 books. I'm in trouble. That stack is so tall already. All right, we are going to go spin for book number 4. We landed on a nightmare. And this one is blind pick. So I don't have Caleb here to, you know, film me blindfold myself and he would shuffle the books. We're gonna do it a little differently. I have 2 like parts of a piece of paper that I tore in half. We're going to put numbers on the pieces of paper and I'm going to assign 5 books a number 1 through 5. And then I'm going to put these other ones also labeled 1 through 5 in a jar and then just pick the winner. You know what I'm saying? So we have 1 through 5 going in the jar. Number 1 will be The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. Number 2 will be The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. Number 3 will be Bastard by Max de Rodriguez. Gosh, I cannot say it correctly. Number 4 will be When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain by Ning Vo. And number 5 will be Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. And then I'm not going to edit right now so that you can know that I am choosing the first one that I am picking, you know. So here we go. Oh no, I know which one I really need, and it is not this one. So for that one, I got number 1, here it is. Read them and weep. And number 1, if you remember, was The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. I'm not angry that I got this one. I do want to read this. And with how this TBR is looking, just from the first 2, I mean, it might be nice to have like a little break and have some you know, lighthearted romance thrown in there. So The Kiss Quotient is about our main character, Stella, is a super smart, successful woman, and her job has given her more money than she knows what to do with, and way less experience in the dating department than the average 30-year-old. That being said, she realizes that she needs a lot of practice with a professional, which is why she hires an escort, Michael Pan. And she comes up with a lesson plan for them to go through and check off all the boxes from foreplay to more than missionary position. Before long, Stella not only learns to appreciate his kisses, but to crave all of the other things he's making her feel. Their no-nonsense partnership starts making a strange kind of sense, and the pattern that emerges will convince Stella that love is the best kind of logic. Aww. I think that this is going to be a nice little break in the TBR for the month, and this will be part of a secret vlog, so you might not hear my thoughts on it for a little bit, but yeah, I'm excited about it. Let us go to spin number 5. Spin number 5, we landed on Phone a Friend, and I'm not even mad that we have to add a spin because the friend that we're calling today, we have tried to get her as my friend on this TBR game for 3 separate times. This is the 4th time. And the friend that we're calling today is Daryan from Daryan Reads. Every single time I've asked her to be my friend, I didn't end up landing on the Phone a Friend space. So I honestly didn't even like contact anyone. I think maybe asking her in advance was giving us bad luck. So I spun and I just landed on it and I texted her and she is available. So we are going to call her and see what's happening. It's happening!
Hello! Oh my god, I'm honored.
I'm honored. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my god, thanks for finally having me.
For the 4th time. It's 4th time's a charm. It's fine.
I know. Thank you to the board for deeming me worthy
Right?
this time.
I'm thinking it's because I didn't tell it that you were my choice today.
Oh.
I tricked it.
Yes. They were like, Daryan, now.
And they're like, oh, avoid the space. No. Okay, so what's up? What do you have for me?
Okay. I have some instructions.
Oh no.
Okay, so I want you to pick one book that you're really excited to read, like that you really want to read, and one book that you don't want to read or are less excited to read. And then I want you to try to guess the amount of page numbers in the one you want to read. And if you're within 20 pages of being right, then you can read the one you want to read.
Oh my god.
But if you get it wrong, you have to read the one you want to read less.
I just got a full body sweat. Like, I'm anxious.
I'm sorry.
No, that's a fantastic, oh god, prompt. I know, I'm fine. It's casual. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I will do that and then let you know how it goes. Okay.
I can't wait.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. Oh my god, okay. So let me go pick what 2 books I want to choose for a book that I want to read and a book that I don't really want to read. Oh my god, I'm anxious. So, I mean, there's so many that I want to read. I don't know which one to pick. Okay. For the one that I do want to read, I'm gonna pick Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I have so many people telling me that this is one of their favorite books, so I'm just gonna trust that and say that I want to read it, which I do. Plus, it's for a vlog that I'm doing, so I would like to be on this month's TBR anyways. Red Rising, the one that I do want to read. The one that I am a little less excited to read, but I still do want to read, is Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. Nothing against it. I don't really just know what to expect. Before Rachel from Let Me in the Library told me about it, I had never heard about it, and the fact that it sounds like there's good comedy in it makes me excited to read it. However, I am just less excited to read this than some of the other ones that I do want to read. I'm not hating on the book, Rachel. Don't hate me. So, we're going with these 2. So I have to guess how many pages are in Red Rising. You have my entire dignity on the line that I promise I didn't look at how many pages this is. I'm putting it away from me because I don't want to accidentally see. The pages are very thin. Very thin. But it feels like, why does my gut say 380? I feel like it's more than that. Oh my god, I hate this. Daryan! Oh my god, my anxiety can't handle this. Oh my god, I want to say, I'm gonna go with 385. I literally just did like a little prayer. Okay, 385, locked and loaded. Wait, I think I did it. Hold on. Is this a Okay, so that's an excerpt from Golden Sun at the end. The next book in the series. Shut up. Guys, I did it. I'm actually kind of freaking out right now. And my original gut, 380, was even closer. It's 382. 382. Read them and weep. Read them and weep. Wow. I'm so dark. Wow. I'm genuinely amazed with that. Wow. So we're reading Red Rising this month. I'm just a little worked up because I can't believe that I got that. I'm the type of person that, you know, in those games growing up with like how many jelly beans are in the jar, I'm not kidding you, I cannot give you a number. Like my brain short circuits and it physically is not able to guess a realistic number. If there's probably 200 in a jar, I'm like, I don't know, 75. Like I freak out. I can't do it. So that was huge for me. That was really, really good. I really hope that you appreciate that. I know I'm ranting. I'm just blown away. Anyways, we're reading Red Rising, and this is, oh God. It says, his wife taken, his people enslaved, driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love, Darrow will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. And it does say that it is reminiscent of the Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. I mean, okay. That sounds really awesome. And I can't see Pierce Brown's name without thinking of Christine from the Roomies Digest now. So there's that. If you were in the live show for the Reader Dare Extraordinaire, then you know. But if you don't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't know. But wow. Okay, so this is on the TBR. Okay, now let's go to spin number 6. So spin number 6 gave us a prompt that we haven't seen before. I'm eating my hair, I'm sorry. And this one said shuffle music. So basically my thought when I was creating this one was take your music library, press shuffle, and then pick a book that gives you the vibes of that song. And I will go into my music library and hit songs and shuffle. And it was No Role Models by J. Cole. Okay, so the book that I want to pick for this, I had to go to Twitter and make sure that it would fit, which it might. I might be twisting it just a little bit, but I think that it makes sense. So their song was No Role Models by J. Cole. In my mind, I'm thinking of a character, a main protagonist who, you know, is kind of a loner or working for themselves and doesn't really have any parental figures in their life, right? No role models. And so let me just tell you what book I'm choosing and then I'll explain myself. I'm choosing The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson because this is a sci-fi book and there are 380 realities that have been unlocked. And our main character, Karla, is dead in all but 8 of them. She's basically been hired for a job traveling the multiverse. So basically she's able to travel in between the universes in which she is alive or dead. All of them. And on Twitter, I asked if our main character has parents or anyone in her life or if she's really just working to like survive. And I did get the response that in some of the universes, she is on her own and in some of them she's not. However, this is my game and I can focus on the ones where she doesn't have any role models. You know, she's on her own. Her parents are not in the picture. No role models. So you know half of the story of this book. The other half is one of her doppelgangers dies under mysterious circumstances and Kara is plunged into a new world with an old secret. What she discovers will connect her with her past and future in ways she never could have imagined and reveal her own role in a plot that endangers not just her Earth, but the entire multiverse. So yeah, this book I wanted to pick really bad because this is the official book club pick for my Nightcrawler book club. And I am also giving away one of these copies. I have 2 of them. That's a story for another time. But I am giving away one of my copies to one of my patrons. So you can come join the fun if you want. But yeah, I'm very excited to have a sci-fi on my list. So let's go for spin number 7. Spin number 7 was a nightmare prompt, and I have to add another spin at the end. So now we are at what, 9? Yeah, 9 books with some chunkers. Oh no. And I'm going on vacation this next month. For a week. I'll just prepare for a punishment in September. No, that's a horrible attitude, Sydney. You got this. You can do this. Okay, but the prompt I got for this nightmare prompt was an anti-TBR book. Cool. However, some of you are going to be very excited about my choice. I never actually did like the official anti-TBR video, but I did mention in the past of like some books that I don't think that I will really ever read. So I'm using that book. And I only have it because Daryan and Lisa made me put it on my wish list and then someone else bought it for me. So now I have the copy, and that is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. But there's just something about like a musical plot that like never has interested me. I don't know why, it's just how my brain is. So this book, I don't know if you just heard my stomach, but I am hungry, is basically about Daisy Jones, who is a girl coming of age in LA in what year? It's like the 20s? 70s. What the hell, Sydney? But it's Daisy and her band, Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's like their oral history of like what happened in the time that they were together as a band. I know that the audiobook is fantastic, as that's what I keep hearing, so I'll probably try to get that, and we'll read it. Yeah, I know, I'm sure that I'll have a fine time reading it. It's just, it's never been one that like I've been dying to read. So here it is, and that's what we're choosing. And in the meantime, let's go for spin number 8. 8 books. Wow. For spin number 8, yeah? Number 8. We landed on red, and that's fine. And our prompt was read a book written by 2 authors. This one, I had a little bit of trouble finding. I knew that I had like Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which I wouldn't be opposed to reading. Like I loved the Illuminae files, and I think that I would like Aurora Rising. However, my TBR's thick enough, okay? Like I have to cut it where I can. So I looked at my graphic novel stack. This one had 2 exact authors on the cover, and it's a classic here on BookTube, and that is Saga, Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Brian is the writer and Fiona is the artist. So they worked together to create this story about a sweeping tale of one young family fighting to find their place in the universe. When 2 soldiers from opposite sides of a never-ending galactic war fall in love, they risk everything to bring a fragile new life into a dangerous old world. Fantasy and science fiction are wed like never before in this first volume of this sexy, submersive, ongoing epic. So I'm excited. I want to see what it's all about. Everyone who's read Saga, from what I have heard, has loved it. So not only am I excited to see what it's all about, but I'm also excited that it's short. Yes. Okay, so let's go for spin number 9, and I am hoping that this is our last spin. Hello again.
Hello. Oh, it's been so long.
I know, right? Wow, it's been ages. Oh my god, okay. So what's up this time?
Okay. Okay, so since this is for August, and August is the 8th month, I want you to pick a book that has 8 words in the title.
What?
If you can find one, hopefully.
Is that even a thing? Oh god. I'm gonna have to go like spend time and figure that out. You don't have one on the top of your head, do you?
No.
Okay. I mean, that's
helpful. I just provide the chaos, and then I leave.
And then you leave.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, I will again let you know how that goes. I have to go figure it out. I have no idea.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being my friend.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
8 words in the title? 8 words? So I'll be right back once I like figure my life out, I guess. This could be a while. Hold on. Okay, so I was gone searching for probably actually only like 5 minutes or so. I did find a book with 8 or more words in the title. Oh my god, did she mean 8 exactly? I don't care. This is the book that we're doing. It's 8 or more. It would be very difficult to find 8 words in the title. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, we're doing 8 or more. And I'm sure Daryan would say that that's fine because this was a feat to begin with. I was just upstairs in my like library office thing and I was counting so many words. Like my fingers hurt from doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, I do have a book that was 8 or more words, and that is Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria? 100% more than 8 words. This is by Beverly Daniel Tatum, who has a PhD, and this is her 20th anniversary edition of this book. I actually saw this on Emma from Emma Books on her Instagram story one day. She had a blurb posted to her story and I really loved what it was saying. So I immediately just like went and put it in my basket on Amazon. Unfortunately, I wish I bought it somewhere else, but I did like go right to Amazon and purchase it like immediately. And here it is. I am actually like so happy that Daryan gave me that prompt because it gives me the push I needed to read it. We all get so caught up with the times or like reading what's hot, what's new, that like we have to remember that we're reading to not only like escape and have a good time, but also to better ourselves and further our education. So I am very excited to have this on the official TBR this month. And the back of this book says, walk into any racially mixed high school and you will see Black, white, and Latinx youth clustered into their own groups. Is this self-segregation a problem to address or a coping strategy we should support? How can we get past our reluctance to discuss racial issues? Beverly Daniel Tatum, a renowned authority on the psychology of racism, argues that straight talk about our racial identities is essential if we are serious about enabling communication across racial and ethnic divides. This fully revised and updated edition is essential reading for anyone seeking to understand the dynamics of race in America. I'm very much looking forward to picking this up and reading it. I'm probably going to try to get it on audiobook so that I can, listen to it on my way to and from work. Plus, I'm hoping that maybe she is the narrator of the book itself. Probably not. She's a busy woman, most likely. But I will look into it. So yes, on the TBR, very stoked about it. And that was our last spin. Thank God. We can end this video now. So let's gather them all, shall we? Oh no. Guys. Oh. I don't even want to show you. Oh no. So this is the stack. This is it. Looking good, looking cute, looking chunky. Oh my goodness, look at how big some of those are. Ugh. I'm gonna die. However, I am really excited for all of these. Like I get comments literally all the time saying you should just increase the number, of how many times you land on something to 5 in order to add a spin at the end of the spins. And I think that I might do that. I don't know, because the messiness of the added every third is fun. I mean, more often than not, I can make it work. And these are all books that I do want to read. But yeah, I mean, no, I see you, I hear you. I just don't know if I want to be that kind to myself. We'll see what happens in the future installments. But for the month of August, yay. But yeah, so thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. And if you are still watching, then leave the butterfly emoji down below in the comments. And yeah, thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Subscribe to Daryan. Her link is down below. She is an amazing human. Like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.